tough loss. Obviously, I felt like our guys battled to the end. We got down early in the second half, battled back, showed a lot of character, had a tough call midway throughout the second half that I felt like changed the momentum of the game for us. And then we got down, and then we battled back again at the end, and then just came up a little short. You know, one of the things we talk about with our team is playing hard for 40 minutes, and we didn't play hard for 40 minutes. I thought our guys battled until the end, but I felt like we had stretches throughout the course of the game where we had way too many defensive lapses. I give a lot of credit to Drexel. They did a great job of exploiting some matchups that were favorable for them. And, those guys showed a lot of grit to close the game out the way they did. So a lot of credit goes to Zach and his Drexel team. I thought those guys came in and battled to the end.
Questions? Despite today's outcome, what pieces, the building blocks would you take from today, some positive things that you can take into the next game, into practice? Because I'm sure a lot of strengths, some things they do well today for sure.
I think the biggest thing is, we don't quit. That's the thing I love about this team. These guys just battle, they don't quit. We may have certain times throughout the course of the game where we get frustrated. That's natural, you know what I mean? Especially for these guys, because they want to win bad. I know they do, and I want them to, right? But they never quit, man. Even, in the Florida game, we battled till the end, And I told these guys, I said, when we're down, we're going to play to the end. We got to have a mentality that we just ran out of time that day. You know what I'm saying? If you put 5 minutes back on the clock, we would have had a shot. So we had that mindset, but we just gotta find a way to stay engaged during tough patches during the game where we have those defensive lapses and we don't stay connected defensively. So it's an all learning experience, man. We'll continue to get better.
Coach, talking about positives, your big men were very effective tonight. They were 8 of 9 from the floor. What do you have to do to get them more involved on the offensive side?
You know what? We tried. Drexel did a great job of blitzing the post every time we got the ball in the post. So I got two good young freshmen, and Miles Brookins, who's a sophomore, who played minimal minutes last year. And those guys are getting better every game. You know what I mean? And I'm committed to playing both of those guys together. I think, when we play those guys, we won the rebound margin today, so that's a positive start, right? We won the rebound margin, and those guys just need that in-game experience playing with each other to develop that chemistry and that cohesiveness, playing with each other. And our whole team does. This is the 4th game that these group of guys have played together. And we got a lot of new pieces, and they're all figuring it out, man. So I'm gonna stay encouraged with this group. I'm proud of my young big guys. I thought Eddie Croswell had a great second half, and the way he responded was great, because the first half I didn't feel like he came in the game ready to make an impact, and he responded to the coaches getting on him, and he had a big time second half. So I was proud of Eddie.
Zach was in here earlier. He was talking pretty. He was praising Jared's game, pretty well. What have you seen from him so far in these first couple games?
Jared he's that canvas that doesn't have a drop of paint on it yet. You know what I mean? And I tell him all the time, as long as you continue to work, you can develop into whatever you want to develop. He has a great energy about him. He's always positive, always upbeat. My biggest thing with Jared, I think he's a little too hard on himself because he wants to do well, right? But I tell Jared, just like I tell the other forwards, just go out there and play hard. Jared's our leading rebounder on the season. He's just going to continue to get better as the season goes on. Just getting these games under his belt against big time Division I competition.
Look at the team stats. The things that obviously stand out are the free throws for both teams. On one side, you guys had 12, they had 40. On both sides, how do you fix that problem? 12 is not enough for you guys, and 40's too many for them. How do you fix that going forward?
Well, I think they got their 40 because Troy Harper had 16, and Troy just put his head down and drove. And we got to do a better job of being disciplined on drives and really do a better job of knowing personnel. We know Troy Harper's a great downhill driver, and we allow him to get to a spot. So that's first and foremost. But the next part of it is when guys are driving to the basket, I feel like we got to do a better job of just not selling out and fouling, trying to go for a steal. Make that guy make a tough contested two. And that's something that we just got to get better at. A game like today will prepare us for our next challenge because, like Troy Harper, he's a big-time player. He hurt us today, getting to the foul line, getting in the lane. Our forwards have to do a better job of when they step up to help, walling up and not leaving their feet prematurely. And then our guards have to do a better job of just being disciplined on the ball and not just falling for trying to go for a steal. Just be solid on the ball, make the opponent take tough contested shots without fouling. That's our biggest thing. And on the offensive end, I give Drexel credit because they blitzed the post. Like, the one thing we would have done was post the ball. They blitzed the post, so it took away our opportunity to get post touches. Now our guards have to do a better job of driving under control, a lot like the Drexel guards did. Drive under control and don't take shots that you're just tossing up at the rim, but drive, attack the basket aggressively with the intent of scoring the ball and or getting fouled. That's the way you remedy that.
What was the experience like, kind of coaching against your alma mater?
It was just the next game. It was the next game. I've coached my 1 year as an assistant at Drexel, my 1 year as assistant at Xavier. We played against Drexel in the tournament. It was like Xavier never played Drexel before. My 1 year at Xavier, we played Drexel in the tournament. So it's just another game. And obviously, I'm sure the storylines, former player, former coach, it's all good stuff for the media. But for me, it's like, all right, Drexel is the next opponent. Their personnel is the next group of guys that we're going to use to get better. Because for us, it's all about getting better. You know what I mean? It's all about getting these guys to get better every single game, right? And Drexel's style of play was a style of play that was good for us because they moved the ball. They got skilled players. Damir is a very skilled forward, great player who's he's a big time player. And it's just another opportunity for us to learn and get better. So, I wish I could tell you, like, I was excited to play against my alma mater. I was more excited for our guys to have the opportunity to get better. That's all it was.
You guys kind of have a tough stretch now to maintain after Little Legacy and Nova, Bucknell, and Penn. I mean, how hard is it, kind of just to have those guys stay focused, after dropping, a couple games that maybe we should have won?
That's where I'm going to have to, get back and evaluate where our team is, try to find some different ways to keep these guys engaged and positive. I think the most important thing is that we stay positive, but we also be honest with each other too. Like, the only way you can get better is by being honest about where we are and what we need to do to get better. And we're going to do it, man. Like, it's a marathon for us. And the biggest thing for us is bringing it with the same intensity, whether we play Drexel, Miami, Bucknell, Villanova, whoever it is, that we bring it the same way every time. And I think our guys are good dudes, man. They're working their tails off for us. We just got to find a way in games to just stay engaged for 40 minutes.
Thanks, Coach.
Anything else?
One more question. Yeah, when we're talking about getting better, I remember the score was 57-57. It was a call that led to them having like these 2 foul shots. But besides that, it seemed like the big difference for them that kept the cushion was them inside. Their big fella got super comfortable in the paint. He was just scoring at will in the paint. What do you guys do coming up so that to prevent from some deja vu moments? Oh my God, we've been here before. Guys are just eating us up in the paint. They have no answer for it. Defensively, what do you guys want to do to defend the basket better?
Well, the one thing that we do is, like, every day we work on defending the post. right? So we give out scouting reports and we talk about how we want to defend the post. So I had it on like a 12 font on the scouting report. I'm gonna probably increase that portion of the scouting report to like a 48 font, just so our guys can read it and remember it, so that we can go out and execute it better for the next game, man. Honestly, we're working on everything, man. And the most important thing is that during the course of the game, we stay focused on the details. Don't get caught up in the emotions of the game, but stay focused on the details, because the details are what hurt us tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.